Hey guys, John with Attribution. Hope you're doing well today. Today we are going into the part 5 of the Iran series on the Flashpoint map. We are going further into battle against the coalition of Sweden, the USA, and Italy. And you can see that a lot has happened to Ukraine. There's a lot of mayhem going on. And mainly my ally Ukraine has fallen. He was doing well, and now it's mainly just me versus the coalition of 3 nations. Let's zoom in to what's going on exactly right now. I'll show you guys research and everything else that's going on. Let's zoom in. Here in Odessa, the last city that he has, actually all his cities have been taken. He has his last unit there, which is just a combination of motorized infantry level 5 and level 2 combat recon vehicles. I have a stack of 1 tank, Special Forces, 2 motorized infantry level 5, and National Guard with more reinforcements on the way, with National Guard there, 1 towed artillery level 3, and 2 destroyers level 2. And I have a little bit more on the way. Here is another stack coming in, 2 motorized infantry with a mobile air there, and then I have strike fighters patrolling over the city. It looks like I had a little bit of engagement somewhere, so they're pulling back, but I have some strike fighters there. I have more forces here, but I'm keeping them because I don't want to leave my flank open to any of them to come in from the Mediterranean. So I have 1 unit stationed here with artillery supporting, and then 1 stack of 3 tanks and a mobile anti-air. And then here's just kind of my main stack of the whole game: tanks, anti-air, motorized infantry, and towed artillery. And then I have a mobile radar here on this island, just so I know if there's anything here, it's going to pick it up no matter what, and I'm going to know it's coming to attack. And then I've just taken this island, this city here, from Greece, so I just have a little bit more space so they can't take this, maybe perhaps fly troops or something. And I have 1 destroyer sitting here along this route. If they're going to come straight here, then the game's going to actually most likely have them go on this route, so I'm going to have this ship sitting here to intercept. So that's the main setup that I have. I'm a little bit spread out, and I'm a little shallow on how many forces I have, but I have to be smart in how I place my troops. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket in Odessa and lose all my forces and then leave my homeland open for them to invade. So I gotta kind of keep myself guarded while I help my ally. What's helpful about being on the defensive is a lot of times your defense markers are a little stronger. So you can see with his unit here, he's got 50 defense against soft targets. So it's better for him to sit there against soft targets. We know that Sweden has the mechanized infantry, which is strong for defense, but not as much as an attack, as you can see. And then up here, USA has a marine unit. Let's see, I may have just lost it actually, but they have an amphibious vehicle with marines. Marines are one of the actually hardest hitting units out there. They have one of the highest attack ratings that can also capture land. And here's another Sweden unit. This is kind of what he's been using, his armored fighting vehicle and mech infantry. So he's high level with those 2 units. That's what he's got. Italy is somewhere in here in this mix. You can see the green, that is him, except for Belarus. They haven't taken Belarus. My hope is that we can just hold out in Odessa. Now, I'm fully expecting them to start sprinkling down here. So right now I'm actually building an air base or an airstrip to put more strike fighters that I'm building. Building strike fighters here and in my capital, just constantly pumping them out now just to interfere with their forces coming in. They don't have any anti-air units, I noticed. They don't have any really air units whatsoever. They're very ground heavy. So what I'm going to do is take the advantage of strike fighters, continually level them up, use them to hit those units. At the same time, I am researching the multiple rocket launcher trucks. And then my motorized infantry is going to be level 6 with the mortars. And then I have level 6 infantry that's going to have the ranged attack. I'm going to use these 2 units really to push these guys back, especially the multiple rocket launchers. That's going to be very key to push them back. So what's helpful right now is I have a lot of time, it seems. I just need to keep buying time and defending Odessa. Let's zoom into my cities so you can just see what's going on exactly. Not much of an upgrade. You can see that I'm building the level 4 army base for this. This is where my multiple rocket launchers are going to be. And I really haven't done anything else. I have the same setup as last time. except I have the level 3 here for the components, so I'm kind of balancing building my economy more and more. I just really need to pump out supplies and components Everything else is really fine. I have a lot of rare materials on standby to use, so I don't have to worry about those. I'm just trying to get these numbers up. Now I have level 3 local industry and level 5 arms industry there. I could annex a city, but that's going to use a lot of supplies. So what I'm probably going to do next is I'm going to put local industries here to level 3 and get that up. So that'll be helpful. Just trying to do that cheapest way, but still get more supplies and everything. So it's going to be a nail biter, I think, guys, to the end. I don't really know how it's going to end. It's going to be interesting. I could get defeated here at the very end, but I'm going to have a last stand, my little Alamo, I would say, in defending this corner of the map. Let's look at how many points they have so you can kind of get a picture of how many points they need. So they have 1,256, and they still need quite a bit to get to where they need to go. So I still got some time for myself. We're only at 440. But that's fine. If I can just defeat one of them, and I think one of the ones I probably could defeat is Italy. He hasn't really built his bases back up too much. What I'm thinking is I might invade him and just take these lands from him, but I gotta be a little worried here. I need forces still, so I gotta build up an invasion force in the background as I defend Odessa. So I'm really just being 90% on the defensive and 10% preparing some forces to just take a little bit, probably take this destroyer and invade, and then I need to research, or not research, I need to produce another destroyer on the defensive, because that's going to leave this gap open and then they could sprinkle in, and I don't want that. We want to have a very just close-knit defense. And again, luckily, I'm glad they don't really have any air forces at the moment. I know Sweden does have a level 3 air base. He hasn't repaired it. Ukraine did have a force that went all the way down and then got defeated at the capital, and he really doesn't have anything left. He's got soldiers sitting here that aren't moving. I think he needs to move these back to Odessa just to keep everything that he's got left, and I hope he can be able to rebuild. That's going to be a tough call, though. It really comes down to me just defending these guys off, and then once we got enough room to breathe, reclaim, and just stick to that. So that's the picture, guys. Things are getting pretty close here. It's going to be a nail biter, like I said. So hopefully this is a little helpful to you if you're in this sort of situation. If you are Iran, you're in the corner of a map, which can be helpful if you're on the defensive, because everyone has to come to you either by the Mediterranean or this little canal here, or they got to come down here, or the Black Sea. You're kind of backed in the corner. You can't go anywhere, obviously, but it can be somewhat easier to defend yourself because you know where they're coming from. So you got like 3 sectors to watch, and you just have enough infantry, enough air support, and enough just everything. I think you can be in a good situation. I'm much more confident being in the corner of the map like this than being in the very middle, and they could come at me from anywhere, such as France or something like that. Catch you guys next time in the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.